Ukraine started the withdrawal in Kupyansk, as Russia left them no choice. It's day 1270 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from the Kupyansk front. Similar to Pokrovsk, recent Russian breakthrough has turned Ukraine's situation into critical. Ukraine currently doesn't have many options on their table. Previously, we saw how Russian forces were attacking southwards, towards the highway, as they were spotted east of Zaporizhzhia. By doing this, they gained control to Ukraine's rear, and could apply pressure from multiple directions, and this could drastically increase the fall of the city. It seems like even though the Ukrainian garrison was strong, they were not able to stop Russia from capturing vital positions. However, in one of my previous reports, I presented a way to slow down the Russian forces within the city. For those of you who have not watched my last report of this front, I suggested a way to slow or stop the Russian advance. But the catch was it would only delay the fall, and in the long term it would have made the situation much worse. But it could allow Ukraine to fulfill their short-term objective. So what I suggested was that Ukraine could slowly withdraw their forces towards the city, from the eastern side of the river, as they are needed. By doing so, it would allow Ukraine to strengthen the defense in the city and stop the fall. But in the long term, they would lose these very strong defenses on the eastern side of the river. But as Kupyansk has a sort of symbolic meaning, so by delaying the fall, they would have maintained the narrative. But as I said, in the long term, they would have made the situation irreversible. However, it seems like they are doing it anyway. The latest report from this front suggests Ukraine has started a withdrawal process. And as a result, Russian forces were able to clear this massive area and took it under their control. If you are following this war from the beginning, then you understand the resources Russia would have needed to capture this massive area. However, this doesn't mean Ukraine will withdraw quickly. They will likely withdraw their forces as they are needed. Now let's quickly look at the Pokrovsk front. Ukrainian forces in the last 24 hours are reporting that their forces have started the counterattack. According to them, they have recaptured these areas. But Russian sources quickly pointed out that many of these areas were in gray zones. However, at the moment, we are not sure about the claim of counterattack. We have to wait for trusted sources to report. But Ukraine has deployed a significant number of forces for this Russian breakthrough. Very intense fights are taking place on every section of this bridgehead. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.